Hey guys, back with a video because right now Luckin Coffee is trading at plus 80% and well, this can be just a normal day for Luckin Coffee because it's very volatile now for sure, but I want to catch up to some previous videos that I've been doing in the past and actually talk about what I think is going on right now, as well as what my current position looks like, give you some insights on that, and also about what I think I am going to do with that in the future, so stay tuned for that. For those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell button so that whenever I do a video you get a notification, and also please smash the like button so that you support the channel. It really helps the algorithm. And if you have been watching my videos in the past, you possibly have seen that I have been actually doing a video together with Miriam where we picked some stocks and we kind of created a small account in which we invested some money during the market crash, because well, my personal position is that that's just my views, I could be wrong on that, but that we're going to see a V-shaped recovery. Luckily it seems that until now it seems to be going that way. Fingers crossed on that, despite of course the economy is not in a great shape. However, the markets are realizing that it might just be a smaller downturn in between, but well, that's enough material to fill another video. Anyways, I want to look at my small account here and see how it's been doing, and actually also look in particular into the Luckin stock position that I have. Okay, let's take a quick look at my small account. It's all in German. I hope you're fine reading, knowing what's going on here. I will help you and guide you through, but this is just my small account, in which I've just opened for this channel as a small kind of bet and see how it's going over time, investing in Chinese companies here. And as you can see, I've got currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions: Luckin Coffee, NIO, Trip.com, Weibo, and Xiaomi. And then I've got a sixth position, which is a call, a more risky position on Tesla. Actually, overall, this portfolio is quite risky. I'm usually investing in innovative companies, in new business models that are risky per se, because well, they are usually young companies with not much of a track record, and at the same time they have a high reward chance there. So some of those positions, or actually all of those positions, I'm expecting, I'm calculating with the fact that I could lose all of my money in there. But at the same time, also if we look at the recovery here, these positions should actually recover much quicker than the over indexes, and that's actually right in this regard as well. And if you've seen my last video on Luckin Coffee and the delisting of Chinese companies in general, also covering NIO there, you've seen that I'm not selling any shares, also not in my main account. I'm not selling any Chinese stocks, just simply because of those delisting rumors. And particularly for Luckin Coffee, I mentioned that well, if it's opening again below $5 a share, I'm possibly considering to take a position or increasing my position, because I just think it's undervalued there. And if you look here at my trading activity, you'll see that I bought some more Luckin stock in the last couple of days, starting at $250 a share and then buying it all the way down. And actually that was the biggest chunk that I bought at $1.42, and actually that brought down my my cost, the cost basis, to around $3 a share. Even though the first position I took in Luckin Coffee was I think more than $20 a share. So maybe that's a learning to share here. Always in the beginning, don't take the biggest position and invest all your money that you want to have invested in the stock. Spare some, can average down in case the stock is falling and you still believe in a story, then you can do that. In this case, I'm not yet a believer of the recovery of Luckin Coffee, because we still haven't got the audited numbers. We still haven't got any response by Luckin Coffee management. So there's only speculation left. However, at the same time, if you saw my video on terms of where I think Luckin Coffee is valuated right now and where I'm seeing it possibly evaluated in the future, I made the conclusion that possibly right now it's been undervalued by this large sell-off, possibly because most of the institutions and because of the margin loan of the co-founder Lu Zhengyao had to be sold on the markets, that this was the cause of the massive reduction in the share price. So that's what made me, just take a lucky bet here and invest in the company. And well, it worked out. I'm now up roughly 50% on my position in Luckin Coffee. Also, another position which was even more successful is actually my position in NEO here. So also my small account, I bought some NEO shares here, being up around 90%. And I'm actually planning a separate video on that. So if you're invested in NEO or looking on more deep down analysis on the NEO stock, please wait for my video here. Recently, I don't have that much time to do in-depth videos because I'm also busy doing our consulting work and also doing lots of online teaching and stuff. So if you want me to make, or us in general, to make more videos here on this channel, you can please go to patreon.com/dongxi and support us there with a monthly payment. And that helps us to do less consulting work and do more on these online videos here. But anyways, now for my Luckin position, as I'm now up on my position here, the question is obviously, will I hold it or do I want to sell it now with a profit? So currently my views are that, yes, I do think Luckin Coffee might be undervalued, maybe even still at this valuation. I think at this valuation right now, it's about fair where it should be, regardless all the riskiness in the business model and such, and the fraud not being uncovered yet. However, it doesn't turn me into a long-term investor in Luckin Coffee right now, because I still think there is some homework to be done, and I have outlined it before in my previous videos that I want to see more changes towards the management and I want to see the cleared up finances. Now that I managed to average down on actually being in a position that I'm up on my position on Luckin Coffee, what I'm going to do is actually that I'm planned a stop loss here. So I will automatically sell if Luckin Coffee is going to tank, and Luckin Coffee, I'm expecting it to stay actually volatile and possibly only recover fully once we see the financials renewed and some changes in the management, or actually possibly go into zero in case that the finances are looking much worse actually, and if Luckin Coffee doesn't do any more steps in actually covering up the fraud. So yeah, it's possible still to go both ways, but for me it means that I'm now working with a stop loss position here that I'm gonna sell automatically if it's going down too much, and I can still think once again, do I want to do another turnaround gamble here and sell and get in with cheaper prices once again and bet on a recovery? I can do that with new information then, or if it's just continuing going up from here, I can actually just let it ride. However, regardless the share price, I also will only stay invested in Luckin Coffee if one more thing happens, and that's to do with the management. So we've seen that there have been some changes making to the board and also to the C-level of Luckin Coffee. So we've got a new CEO, and the previous CEO has been fired, the COO has been fired. But my current belief is that there's only one person who can actually truly save Luckin Coffee, and in my views, that's the CFO, Rainu Chako, which I think may be the only person right here that can actually make a cleanup of Luckin Coffee possible. Why do I think so, and why is this also the crucial person to watch in my views in order to stay invested? Well, possibly some of you have seen the news article on the Wall Street Journal, which uncovers more of the fraud and how it's been going along. And you can see that the key person aligned to the fraud is always Lu Zhengyao, which is the chairman and not one of the executives actually, but also the guy who's invested in other companies, for instance, UCAR and Car Inc., and who has this network of the previous CEO of Luckin Coffee who has been fired and who is still unchanged as the co-founder and the chairman of Luckin Coffee. And in my personal view, I want to see this guy removed, because also the new CEO that is now in Luckin Coffee is actually one of his former, people from the network. I believe he's been working with UCAR before, the same as the old CEO. And so I'm not convinced that this is the change that stockholders actually want to see. At the same time, the article mentions that the CFO, he's been left in the unknown. He didn't see, first of all, he's not been part of financing the books as far as the information we know it today. And second of all, it seems that on purpose, the numbers have been shifted away from him, and he hasn't been in control of some of those numbers. So whether this is his mistake because he didn't watch them closely enough, or whether it was a deliberate act and just get him on the board as being like a third party who has not been part of this inner circle of people who've been working with the previous ventures of the chairman, Lu Zhengyao, that is still unclear. However, he's currently the only person who has not got any allegations and who also has no history of finessing books, as has the chairman, Lu Zhengyao. So I want to see the CFO to stand up. He can be the one who can actually come up with a new strategy and also authentically communicate it. He can go out there and can say, look, what has happened wasn't right. It wasn't right for investors. It didn't happen on my books. I should have acted better. I should have had a closer look at what has been happening. I only had the numbers who have been generated automatically by the system, by the backend, the automated payment numbers and so on. I believed those numbers have been true. These are the numbers that I've got from my peers that I have been working with, and I was assuming that these are the real numbers. So right now, once again, this is pure speculation, and it's just my personal feeling right now. I'm not saying you should be trading according to this information, and I'm not saying that this is investment advice. It's just how I'm personally going to continue trading the story is that in the future, I will make my decision according to whether what Reino Chako is doing, the CFO, and he's also the chief strategy officer. Will he be the one who comes out with clean books, with a new strategy? And also, will he be able to win an internal fight and possibly be able to help remove persons like even the co-founder of Luckin Coffee, Lu Zhengyao, and also the interim CEO, which in my point of view is part of this inner circle. If this will be happening, then I can confidently say that I may stay invested as a long-term investor here. Otherwise, as I mentioned before, I'm going to trade the stock in a way that I'm now putting a stop loss in order to limit my losses in case that Luckin Coffee stays volatile. And if it's keeping on running up higher, of course, I'm going to stay with that and take more profits if that's possible. However, I also want to see this change story and narrative, and I believe we still have this occasion coming up with the Nasdaq hearing about the if it's getting delisted or not. Also, we still haven't heard about the newly audited numbers, and all in all, this is what I am expecting as a signal. And this is full transparency. That's once again how I'm going to trade the stock. Luckily right now, I turned out to be lucky here, and I'm already up on my position here. And just with this valuation and turnaround gamble here, also, lots of positive development on NEO, of course, where I'm also doing my separate videos. So let me know down in the comments below, what's your current situation with both Luckin Coffee and possibly NEO? Have you been selling during the delisting rumors in the past? And or have you also used the crash in Luckin Coffee share price to accumulate more and similar to I have, averaging down your cost? I'm interested to hear what you've been doing, and also what will be your long-term vision and your long-term strategy in trading Luckin Coffee. Please leave it in the comment. And yeah, stay tuned for our next video on NEO, as I mentioned before. And once again, please smash the like button and join us in our network.dongxi.com in order to stay tuned. And also please support us on Patreon and share this video with your friends on Twitter and Facebook if you like. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.